We wanted to get a first-hand look at early childhood education and how it's evolved over the years. Arizona 360 visited Casa de los Niños, a center in operation for nearly 50 years. It recently expanded its services to cast a wider net in the community, opening the Kelly Early Education Center. There are currently 100 children enrolled, and there's room to grow. Elijah, how old are you? 5. And who's this guy?
Easton, you already know.
And Easton, how old are you? Inside this Midtown Early Learning Center, we visit with a group of preschoolers. We're here to find out what they know about the world around them.
I'm 5.
You're gonna go to kinder? Ooh, no naps in kindergarten. Did you know that? No naps in kindergarten.
Yay!
Lessons learned here, from counting
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
to astronomy. Is the sun a star?
Yes.
It is. You got it right. And so much more.
Look at birds.
What kind of sound do birdies make?
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Come from educators like Miss Phyllis and Miss Andrea, who have 44 years of experience combined. I asked them how their approach to early childhood education has evolved over the years.
Before it was just entertaining them and keeping them busy, and now it's actually teaching them emotional, cognitive manners is one of the things we like to focus on.
The requirements for teachers like yourself changed over the years?
Oh, definitely. When you get into areas that are like NACI and Quality First that go and fund early education programs, as well as they come into the schools and they provide a lot of coaching, they require a lot of teachers to start going back to school, not only for their benefit, but for the benefit of the students.
There you go.
And you see it in the classrooms because not only do kids start learning a lot more at a younger age, like Ms. Phyllis was saying, but you see a lot of their interest being integrated into the lesson plans as well.
Do you think you're a better teacher after all these years, but with more education?
I do. And one of the things that I do now, too, is I like to incorporate the families. So teaching them skills at home that can help them grow both at school and at home.
What would you like?
Well, what are my options?
There's peppers and there's mushrooms and pepperoni.
There are families who don't always make the investment, or they think it's easier to just leave them with grandma, grandpa, you know, they're gonna spend the day with Nana and they'll be fine. What do you say to that? Because so much of that can just be cultural, it's affordable, and it's just something that we did when we were kids.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. It is cultural and it is affordable, but at the same time, they need that foundation. They need that social emotional foundation and the introduction to academics because it helps them so much by the time they hit kindergarten, they're ready.
You worked in an elementary school. Can you tell when a kiddo did not have early ed before they got to you?
Oh, definitely. You could tell right away. Not only are the social skills not up to par, but just it's so overwhelming to them, and you could tell within the first few days.
Ms. Phyllis, when we talk about social skills, what really are you trying to unpack there? Because it's not just sharing, it goes beyond that.
Right. It's communicating with other children, and once they can do that, they can play together better.
Honestly, we model with the way we interact with our peers as far as coworkers and as far as the kids, because they're going to learn from us. So if they see us using our words and asking nicely and just role modeling those good habits, they're going to catch on. Children could always learn through play, and that's how we set up a lot of our centers. They think they're playing, they're having a good time, but there's a purpose behind the activity. Whether it's language skills or problem solving, they're actually working.
Hey Nathan, do you know what shape this is?
Triangle.
How important is putting aside that perception and letting people know that regardless of the child's background, when they're here under this roof, everybody's equal?
It's a big deal. I know parents think that we're only here for the lower income or the children that have issues, but it's not. The whole community is like that. The whole community encompasses everything. Our goal is that they will crave education, crave more education, so that they will continue in education and not drop out in high school or junior high, but they will continue to go on to college and become leaders in our city.
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Good job. For more about some of the services offered by Casa de los Niños, I'm joined by Early Education Director Micah Lebelarte. Micah, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's begin. Casa de los Niños has been here for nearly 50 years. The mission hasn't changed, but it's actually in a place where it can expand. Tell me about that.
A lot of the programs now are providing in-home support, and there's less need for children to be in like a group home situation. So by launching the Early Education Center, we're not only serving the children in that center, we're serving the whole families.
The Kelly Early Education Center actually has already achieved a certain set of standards necessary to provide high quality, not just any type of preschool service.
Yes, we built the program to meet the highest accreditation standards, the highest quality standards, and that looks at things like staff qualifications and education, low ratios and group sizes, much lower than the state, so that we can provide really good care to meet the needs of the individual children as well as the groups.
There's something to be said too for a family who is working maybe a lower wage job and doesn't exactly have the time off from work to be able to tend to their child, but that there's like a community domino effect when mom or dad is able to leave the little one off with you, know that they get a certain level of care, and then they turn back to work and they're actually performing well because they're not so worried about what's going on with their son or daughter.
Absolutely. That's where we're meeting. We're not just serving the child in this equation, we're serving the whole family. When we can provide that quality, stable, loving environment where parents can relax knowing their children are well cared for, and that our staff is specifically trained in positive behavior management and even trauma-informed care, plus we have the specialists, then we're also there to support children with higher needs or behavioral issues, where in previous places parents are constantly called to come pick up their child, but we have the support to help their child in that space, and they don't have to lose time off of work.
Essentially, you don't turn children away or send them home if they're being difficult.
Not at all.
Okay.
No, we built this especially for that purpose because the rate of expulsion in preschool and kindergarten is outrageous. So this is what we're hoping to help. So when a child can have that positive experience in an early learning environment, that can transcend to their whole education experience.
If a child who comes from an at-risk, low-income household suddenly has access to early education and quality care for their emotional and physical needs, can that change a community around us?
It absolutely can, because, like I said, the families are happier and healthy, the child's happier and healthy, the child is able to start at a much better place and have a much better outcome with their school, and more likely to go to college, more likely to have all-around success. I mean, the research shows that that is the direct outcome of a high-quality early learning opportunity.
Okay, Micah, thank you.
You're welcome.